We are then Jake on the Casbah. Yes. Davis, one of the nicest men in the scene, I just want to point out. Really good at commentary as well. I had the pleasure of doing a little bit with him. It would have been last weekend, maybe, or the weekend before, one of those. Really, really nice guy. Streams a lot, and one of the most consistent, and also one of the most studious players of the game.
Yeah, he's a fan favorite. I'd argue he's almost like a people's champ, more so than me, I think. But people love Davis. He's a cracking lad, and
wow,
deathr0w picking up the first frag. Surprising.
Yeah, looking very good with his pincer. One off as well, goes his way. Waits for Davis. Huge damage on entry and a death on exit. Welcome to deathr0w.
I was going to say, yeah, deathr0w. Yeah, nice. deathr0w is a bit of an enigma to me. He doesn't stream too much, right? So these days, right, Twitch is kind of just how you see how people playing, get to know them, blah blah blah. It's how I got this gig actually, just watching streams.
It's more Justin TV, isn't it?
Or own 3D, but yeah, 3D. I digress. Yeah. But deathr0w really doesn't stream duels, you know, out in the open like that. He practices a lot with vedminic. I know that vedminic, Hoyt, and deathr0w do play duels versus each other quite often.
Oh,
whereas Davis, you know, he's streams fairly regularly and he's quite a well-known duel player. So I'm definitely interested to watch a lot of deathr0w today. Hopefully, we do see more of him.
Yeah, of course, the man in his way right now, having just got that last frag off of very well-timed bit of aggression. It's going to be more coming out of Davis. Rockets, a little bit wild, not super effective. And hit that pincer and the chase. deathr0w not giving up here with the shaft.
Yeah.
And a 16 damage rocket that was millimeters off of being a direct. A heartbreaker for Davis.
Yeah. Davis just turning around and trying to literally blow him up before he got around the corner, but yeah, the stairs will they'll do that, Joel. They'll block your rockets every now and then.
There's a joke in there somewhere about rock blocking.
Yep, I'll leave you to suffer with that.
Jake.
Yeah.
It's like cock blocking. deathr0w on the blue. It's worth 5 armor to him. He's loving it. And already, I think we're seeing a more interactive game than our previous match.
Yeah, definitely. Casbah is a quite skirmishy map, and then you get to the sort of major items, and it's a big old fight to see who can grab those. Davis, almost like running laps around Casbah at the moment. I don't know what this is about, but it's working out so far. But deathr0w is going to chase him down here, but great defensive rocket from Davis. deathr0w seems a bit unsure. A bit unsure about this red timing. It's actually up now.
I think.
Great shot. Wow.
I think this is more him being proactive, honestly. I think.
Yeah.
Taking a strong position to stop an attack on the red, sort of nipping it in the bud. And great rockets, deathr0w in these engagements, just looking clean.
He's looking lethal, right? 48% shaft, by the way, right now. And he has, you know, he's a prolific player in the team modes. You know, very good placings. Quite well known for his pincer, I've been led to believe as well. So, we've already seen great damage, and as I'm saying, like the opposite of the caster curse, gets a lovely pincer shot. Kill. As I'm praising his pincer as well, so that makes me feel good.
The commentator's blessing.
Oh yes.
The much more ostentatious of the 2 axioms. That's my favourite line of the cast. That is the more ostentatious of the 2 axioms. That's some serious shit right there. I'm loving it.
Scanning your show reel, is it?
Yeah.
Well, if deathr0w keeps playing like this, he's going to have a lot of plays for his show reel, I'd say. Making Davis look a little bit ordinary at the early going. 7 frags in 4 minutes, Joel. That's not, you know, that is not easy to do.
No, it's really not. And it's been... as I say, more interactive. It's come down to the fights. It's come down to the positioning, I think, more so than the items. Neither, at least as far as I can remember, has ever got a clean Mega and a clean Red and then done damage on a Blue, which is pretty normal, right? It's always been a little bit contested, and then deathr0w's just hit that much more when it counts.
Great
Here's the Mega taken.
Yeah, here's the Mega. Really key, because you could tell he didn't really have a timing on Mega, because he got 2 Reds in a row and was kind of playing very quiet, waiting to see where davjs was, and the first thing he hears is davjs picking up Mega and gets timing up. But davjs showing like how he plays Duel, just putting out so much unreturned damage whilst grabbing Red as well. deathr0w in a bit of trouble now.
Yeah, and deathr0w, I think, a little... I don't know, the movement there was a bit strange in my opinion, but actually I think maybe it surprised davjs as well, because he managed to get himself onto that Mega. Very slippery from deathr0w. And yeah, he's up against a Red now. He is at a disadvantage, but if he can get a Blue, if he can get a pincer shot, something like that, this is going to be competitive all over again. But I mean, these 5 seconds are going to feel like an eternity waiting for this this Blue Red.
davjs pushes after hearing that pincer. Yeah, he hit the pincer and I'm charging up. But I tell you what, deathr0w's combat is really, really strong. He's putting out so much damage. His accuracies are looking great already, and you know, there's so many multiple skills to Duel. Combat is obviously one of them, but you wouldn't say it's the most important thing. But it really can carry you through games when you can hit that hard. And so far, deathr0w's playing great.
Well, I think it's the difference maker a lot of the time between higher level players as well. Like, you're both going to make right decisions a pretty high percentage of the time, and then, you know, it's the clutch, it's the small details that change it. And combat, I think, sort of weirdly, is a small detail a lot of the time, in that it is sort of autopilot-y, and you just sort of hope, you're praying to the biological RNG. Your hands do what you ask them to. And deathr0w's hands are being very obedient right now, doing.
Yeah, just really strong combat for sure. Getting himself on these items nice and early so he can just defend them.
Yeah,
but you're not going to just get free control. For sure, you're not going to just get free control over a player like davjs. So having that strong combat is great.
Yep. Unfortunate. He tries to make a push happen on the Mega there. Doesn't hit his shots. davjs does. And what looked like it was going to be contested is now quite seriously in davjs' favour. I want to point out as well, 1 to 7. This is davjs' map pick.
Oh, see, so davjs played that last sort of 30 seconds really brilliantly. Actually, he got much better position on the Mega, and he left deathr0w with the only real option of getting to another Blue would be to go through this bottom corridor that he just looked at there, and he would have had to only have got that top Blue, and it would have been so vulnerable. So deathr0w decided to double back, go around through the pincer spawn instead, and the Blue was already taken. He had nothing to get. Great push by davjs to get the frag as well.
Yeah, it was superb shaft work as well to begin things there for davjs, but it all sort of comes away from him, and the stack goes to deathr0w, and now looks to make an assault on this Mega from the high ground. davjs waiting for it, doesn't have timing, it's got to be said. And we'll be trading major items here. I'm kind of surprised that deathr0w, with what we've been seeing from him, didn't play more aggressively there, but with Golden Frag coming up, he's actually incentivized to wait.
Yeah, definitely he is incentivized just to slow it down really, and because if you let davjs just kind of get out of control, not only you obviously the score's getting closer, but you're kind of just you're naturally gonna feel a little bit of tilt, right? You're gonna naturally kind of panic a little bit that the games might be slipping away from you. davjs moving with such conviction right now. This is really nice to watch.
Oh, doesn't get on the Mega though. And deathr0w.
Combat man of deathr0w
off the spawn. I don't know. I mean, davjs is going to be on 50. Okay, so the 50 in the Red make that much better, but that could have got ugly very quickly for him.
50 is a bloody godsend in it on that Red spawn. It's such a great spawn for it. I always find myself diving on that in my duels when I'm taking low.
On a 20-second cooldown, though, last check.
Oh, is that right?
It's only 20 seconds for health files. I time that 50 sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
That's because I've got a gargantuan brain joke. Davis,
great push
the push is here.
deathr0w. Oh, Davis. Oh, he gets out!
I mean, he's wringing hope from this cloth of despair. Your favourite line.
50's always up. Oh my god, this is so weird to watch.
I can't believe he's alive.
He was trapped below him a couple of seconds ago with red, red HP, and now he's just doing all right. Back to neutral ground.
He's doing all right.
Yeah.
deathr0w. I'm going to switch over to him as he is hunting for this golden frag. And here it is.
Oh my god, that's
slow weeble there as well. Big damage from deathr0w. Davis, very low indeed. Can't take any shots at all. Is going to evade the pincer.
I do not think they expected to run into each other in that corridor there. Oh, Davis, no. Good game from deathr0w. Wow. Looking great.
Looking superb. And that's not his map pick. We're going to Frontier now, which I think is polarizing in a lot of ways. And if you're not someone that picks Frontier, I think generally you're someone that doesn't like it. I mean, I know that sounds really silly, right? But it's like, if you don't pick Bioplant, I don't think that means you hate the map. But I really feel like Frontier is very much feast or famine for a lot of players. I mean, it's such a different skill set. And if deathr0w, as we saw in that game, is going to have such a strong pincer, such strong shaft, such strong aggression in terms of his timing of it, this could get ugly for Davis in what would be not a huge upset, but an upset.
Yeah, you definitely rank Davis higher than deathr0w, I think, in terms of duel. I think deathr0w would have the edge in team modes, but Davis definitely, I'd say, primarily a duel specialist. But I would say Davis does enjoy Frontier. I do know that sort of person. I think it used to be his pick, actually, before he moved it to Casbar. So this should, for us at least, this should be a great match if this is deathr0w's pick. But, Davis likes the pick as well. That we should be in for, a good game.
That would be nice. Immediately going to hit a huge rocket, but deathr0w returns the favor.
The RJ. Look at this aggression, John.
Yeah. Just pushing him away.
Yeah, the starting spawn's played out as you would kind of expect because he got Mega and both blues. You're naturally going to be a better stack than the guy who spawns in red.
Yeah.
Davis wasn't able to use his pincer advantage, unfortunately, because the first thing he ran into was a direct rocket. But Davis now doing work with the pincer, and this is exactly why that weapon is so key on this map. How did deathr0w escape that as well, by the way?
This is just what he does, apparently. The rocket at close range hits the direct, and just like that, he's close in stack. Davis will say, not this time, bud. Knocks him down for good measure. Davis on the low ground, though. You can see a little bit of fear from where these rockets might be coming from. And naturally, he wants to go to upper blue, but he's gonna have to capitulate on the red. And I don't know, I feel like sometimes that's almost like you're in control, but it's frustrating because you feel like you should have maybe pushed it if you'd gone a little bit quicker. In the end, he's going to get blue and he's going to get mega. But deathr0w, stack not a mile off, and this fight, very close. Wow. Davis clutched it out, and his slim stack advantage is what won out in the end.
And let's be real, when you lose a shaft versus shaft fight, or you win a shaft versus shaft fight, I mean, I don't know what that feels like. Imagine it feels pretty good. Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of a mental edge there if you beat the other guy in a pure shaft versus shaft. You know, that might send a little bit of a statement subconsciously. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I feel like if it was me in a tournament and I out-shafted the other guy, I'd be feeling pretty good, and the other guy might be a little bit sad about it.
Sound like a Kovacs player, Jake.
No, I'm turning, mate. I'm turning heel. Oh,
big damage from deathr0w. Where does it come from? Like he's hitting shots without me anticipating it almost all the time. Like that.
That's a vertical upwards pincer shot to finish him off as well. Now just denying the pincer again from davjs. That's so important on this map. He knows davjs wants it. He knows it. davjs decided not to bother. Smart decision.
No, he's on the pincer.
Made a bit of sound and double bats. Clever.
Yeah. Very clever. Gonna eat
damage.
a 90 damage pincer though.
Oh,
95 deathr0w on the lip.
Great work.
Superb, really.
Yep. Eviscerated.
And this is what happens on Frontier.
This is Frontier to a T, is it not? Oh my god.
The party piece, the pop and the lock, as our good friend Jahar likes to say. 100.
Hundo. Don't waste it.
Throws away the hundo, he doesn't even need it.
Nah, you gotta save that, surely. Yes. Oh wait, he did throw it away. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, he's just gonna get another one! Bang! deathr0w! Oh dear lord. This is a sort of mechanical skill that can surprise your opponent, can tilt your opponent, and can take you much further in a tournament than people expect you to go. Look at the shaft, even falling there. I mean, I think he's taken so much momentum out of davjs that when it comes to this next red fight, it's going to be deathr0w in the better position.
41% shaft currently. I mean, it did just drop to 39, but what are you going to do? High 30s to low 40s is excellent for Duel. Great work.
It's
There's a mega
not bad at all, isn't it?
Nope, not at all, mate.
It's been superb work from deathr0w. Trailing a little bit in stack here, but nothing major. Here comes davjs, already going to eat over 100 damage in shaft. On the red goes deathr0w, and now turning, but davjs does get the better of him.
Was a good attack from davjs.
It was a good attack, wasn't it? It was very canny, very well timed as well.
Yeah, similar to Casbar, you know, that 50 bubble at the top of the map is so important. That's such a strong area of the map anyway. And it's coupled, you know, you've got 50 bubble health up there, coupled with the slow Weeble. It's so strong.
Yeah, and I think we're sort of learning the strength of slow Weeble as we go on.
Oh, massively.
It can be such a huge swing if used correctly. davjs here, poking and prodding. Doesn't want to get too owed here by deathr0w. Jumps in, eats one rocket. On the 50, about even stack now. But deathr0w with the better positioning for the mega. And davjs, is he committed too much?
Yeah, everywhere davjs goes to get resources, deathr0w's there, and he just defends himself so well. Mega's been taken ages ago, and he's just nowhere near coming up, and deathr0w's got himself onto red. Yeah, deathr0w just playing the cycle pretty flawless. Oh my god. Okay, well, I mean, okay.
45% on the shaft from davjs.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give davjs a little bit more respect than that. You know, he's going to get mega and 2 blues, which does, you know, equates to a red, right? That's 100 armor, so he's way more stats than deathr0w.
Oh! But deathr0w refuses to lose any fights, Jake.
His rockets are stupendous, man.
Jake's gone Jordan.
Have I really? Is that what they say?
You did for a second. Oh, stupendous, man. Why I?
Stupendous, like...
Nobody watching the North American Duel tournament understands what we're saying at all. It is a shock that two British people obsessed with pop culture and regional accents are allowed on the broadcast team at all, but here we are.
Can I just point out, by the way, the score is 13-6. This just felt quite competitive, but the scoreline, you know, does not show it. Look at the shaft. Yeah, this is excellent. I'm really impressed with deathr0w.
Yeah, he's looking good, isn't he? I mean, Davis, I believe, I will just check now. He was 3rd seed, yeah. This is the 3rd seed in the tournament, going down 2-0 to deathr0w.